Europe trip, and if you haven't seen our first part,
go check it out.
Go watch that first, because that will make a lot more sense once we start talking about this.
Link will be in the description.
It will be. So, and plug to his Twitch account as soon as he makes videos. So, we're just going to kind of jump right into it, because...
Why not?
This is what you're watching. So, we took a train from London to Paris, and that was a couple-hour ride, and it was really fast.
Like half a day. We left in the morning, and it was lunchtime by the time we got there.
Yeah, and very few people can say they slept underwater.
Yeah.
Because literally the train was underwater, and then it
goes
appeared
under the English Channel, and then you come up in Paris on the countryside. And yeah.
It was really cool and really fun, and I didn't know how I was going to handle it because, like I said in the first video, me and planes don't get along, so I didn't know how me and trains were going to me and trains get along. I didn't sleep the whole time, but that's okay. So, if I didn't mention this in the last video, we went on the trip July 2nd to July 11th?
Something like that.
Something
it's
around that.
It was probably the 12th. I think go back and we got all.
Oh yeah, because it was 10 days. Okay, yeah, 12.
Days.
Yeah, and this is July 5th for this. But basically, the first day, like you said, we didn't get there until lunch. But we went and we kind of had a bus ride. We didn't really stop until we got.
Actually, we had lunch right after we got off the train. We walked to a big old. It wasn't like a mall that we had. It was like a mall, but then you go up. And there's more mall stuff, and then there was a food cart on the very top. So yeah, and that's where we ate lunch. And yeah.
So yeah, that was that I was not gonna say, but we had a bus ride, and we just kind of toured the town, see what was happening, and we got to see Notre Dame. And if you don't know what that is, please look it up because...
Post being burnt down.
Yeah, we were going to actually go inside the building,
yeah,
but, you know, with everything burning down, you know, things got destroyed, not so historical anymore, even safe anymore, so that kind of explains
itself. We kind of just drove by it and saw 2 towers of... They were still standing, which is amazing, so...
Yeah, for that old of a building, for sure. And... we went to also, or we didn't go to, but we drove around the Opera House.
Paris Opera House.
Yeah, Paris Opera House. Well, okay. Generally, Ethan, if there's like an opera house and it's in Paris, it's generally called the Paris Opera House. I figured they would have common sense to know that.
It's okay. It's fine.
So... then we went to go visit the palace, which was a really interesting historical manner. I learned a lot of things about that palace I really did not want to know about, like all his mistresses and stuff. I really did not want to know about that. He murdered people.
Well, that was the age of him. Like, the family wanted to stay in the royal family wanted to stay in power, and anyone who threatened him would be put to death, essentially. Yeah. Fine.
Sorry. My dog is just chewing away at her toy, which she needs to stop.
It's fine.
Anywho, so that was really fun. Whenever you're kind of looking around, they have basically set up everything else set up the way it originally was. Obviously, it's not like the same exact furniture.
Most of it was.
Most of it was because it was preserved, but some things they had to replace just for maintenance wise.
Like a lot of the bed sheets were still the same.
Yeah, but some of the curtains and walls did change.
Mm-hmm. And there were secret doors and stuff, and it's amazing how they thought of that stuff even like
before technology.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I felt like they were still doing a lot of advancements back then, and I don't feel like that's just me though. Anywho, so that was really fun. We got really fun pictures there, and because there was a lot of pictures there.
Yeah.
And
we'll probably put them up in somewhere, probably up in here somewhere. If we want.
Or we might post them on Instagram, Facebook, as you know.
Oh yeah, go check those out, by the way.
I gotta
link will
finish.
be in the description.
That reminds me to finish this.
Cut. Okay.
Anywho, so, what's like
I think
a couple fun facts that you learned there
when
when we were at the palace?
that like he had what was it? There was like 100 and some odd different rooms in that castle.
Mhm.
That was fun.
Wasn't there really close to like 200?
It was close to 200. I don't think it was quite 200, but it was close.
Like 198.
It was
I
close.
don't
That's
know.
all I
It
know.
was a wicked number. Just because of all his like secret doors and stuff. Like
And there was a lot of gold plating and stuff, because very royal family, very rich, very proud family.
yeah, they were very ignorant too, for sure. Then like just how he easily murdered one of his wives was astonishing to me.
He had like
because
6 wives.
he did have 6 wives, but he killed his first or
He
second.
killed all of them except for the last one.
Oh, well, he's a murderer.
It's okay.
It's fine. It was the time ages.
He was the king. It was okay. Anyway, but
mean-
on the outside of it, there was like the fact that they had fountains back when was it's awesome, because the plumbing system is
in the 1800s.
probably before then, but it was, yeah, probably before. Anyway, it was awesome. Like the plumbing system they were able to do it. It was just awesome. And yeah, that kind of amazed me.
And they had very, like, I walked through the garden. I don't know what you walked through, but I walked through the garden and I walked, like, where the fountains were, and I walked, like, there was a huge fountain. Like, there was small fountains everywhere, but there was this ginormous one. Like, people were crowding it, so I decided not to go down there, and because I wanted to explore a little bit more. So I didn't want to waste my time just sitting there taking photos. But it was a great experience. It was a beautiful scenery. It was beautiful to see. Even though there was a lot of sad stories that happened there, it was still
Yeah, and they had this
good.
at the bottom of the hill. They had this man-made lake. It was a big lake. Well, it was a big lake, and they would have naval reenactions in it. It was the fact that they were able to do that with the main pair they had was awesome.
Yeah.
And it still be there today. It was pretty awesome. So
For sure. So, on to the next day. We obviously went back to our hotel. We had delicious food. Throughout this whole trip, we were trying new
was awesome.
foods. It was astonishing. I loved the foods there.
didn't we have like salad one night?
We
Just
did
like
have,
a plain old salad.
well, we went to the salad place, but it wasn't like any ordinary salad. Like, it was like, it had stuff on it that you really wouldn't think about having on a salad. You just removed all your toppings.
I didn't have the salad.
Oh,
I
yeah.
waited till like we actually got something. Actually, I just drank water. But anyway, it's fine.
So, there was a couple things that were like, why would someone put this in your body? But other than that, it was really good. And I would 100% recommend trying new foods because I really like that. Maybe we should do like a trying foods, like from Britain or something. Like, trying the candy thing. Anywho, we'll discuss that later. So the next day, we went to the art museum at first. And that was...
It had the Mona Lisa in it, which was pretty amazing to see in person. And
Yeah, the room was filled, but I don't know how close you got to it, but I got about 20 feet from it.
Oh yeah, we didn't get close. I mean, like you're packed like shoulder to shoulder because there's so many people.
And like we could have waited about 20 minutes for the room to clear out.
No, not even that. You would have to wait until probably close because it was packed.
No, because that large group of people was one group, so they were starting to leave.
Oh,
So yeah, we could have waited and it could have been cleared out and we could have got really close to it, but I decided not to because I did not feel like handling the crowd anymore. Between Paris and London, those first like 5 days were just all crowds, and I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm good. So then, like, it was kind of cool because, like, it was this huge square. That's what the building was. It was a huge square. And in the middle of it, they had the pyramid and the reversed pyramid. So it was all made out of glass.
Yeah, it like kind of poked up out of the ground and it was...
Yeah, it was
pretty
poked
cool.
out of the ground. And then on the inside of the building, which was the bottom floor,
Yeah.
they actually had the reversed, like, it had the outside pyramid, and then the inside pyramid was like, it actually went to a point to the floor, and like you had to make sure you didn't hit your head because I walked around, I was like, oh dang, I almost hit my head, but that's fine. And there was also like a couple historical rooms, which I wasn't kind of expecting because an art museum generally just has art.
I mean, it had art stuff. It just meant
It had
a
art
lot.
stuff, but we actually got to see a couple famous people's like room set up or like what they used to have in the 18th, 19th, like really early 19th, 17th hundreds historical based figure.
And like it's the like you go like to go into the museum, you go under it and you're going into the pyramid type thing. But then it's like also got a building surrounding it, and you go into there and it's just a bunch of other stuff too. And it was I think it's called the Grand Common or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what that was. Okay.
Grand Common,
The
yeah.
Grand Common, yes.
We were trying to refresh our memories, guys. I'm sorry. But it was really fun, and the art museum was so big we could only explore the West Wing, which was
No, you could go to all of it. You just we only had a certain amount of time.
yeah, but you could basically we could only explore one part,
I
and
looked
it
at the
was.
entire thing, I don't know what you did. I looked at the entire thing. I don't know what you did.
I stayed with the group.
Okay.
Your group? Oh, you were in the same group I was.
Yeah, we went places. Me and Dad went places.
Oh. Okay, well, I didn't get to explore it because I stayed with the group like a responsible kid. And I only got to see part of the art museum, and that was really sad. But I feel as if I got enough of that where I could be satisfied with my trip there. So...
I mean, if you want, I mean, then after that, I think it was 2 or 3 hours after we came, we met outside and we went down to the river, that splits Paris, and we went on a boat ride to explore. Well, we went down a way, like a mile or two, and then back a ways on both ways. We went by the Eiffel Tower, and then there was another place we went by. What was it?
We went by... The reason I'm having him explain it because he was asleep half the time.
Yeah.
So, which was kind of funny to me.
Because
So,
I was very tired.
but we also went past this famous dome. I could barely hear the speaker talking because it was so windy.
Yeah.
And I really didn't hear much. But something about a famous dome there. And it's on the water line. So we basically just kind of seen what people were up to. And it was really cool because they actually had like a little concrete pad on the side like closest to the city part. Because like there's like a little island in the middle, I'd say. And they would be sitting there and they would either be playing music or they'd be dancing or it was like a really fun environment.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. It was okay,
Are you
sorry.
sure you weren't asleep?
Yes, I was sure because we all looked and I was like, oh hey, they're dancing, and then yeah.
Oh, weren't you one of the ones who waved?
Yeah, we all waved.
I didn't wave.
Wow.
I'm
All of us
horrible.
waved except for you. Nice job.
Neither did Elise or Emma.
Well, that's just your guys' fault. We all waved except for you three. I'm just saying.
We just felt awkward.
Yeah.
Anywho, I'm an awkward person, guys. I know if you can't tell, I really am.
Okay.
Thanks.
Continue. It's fine. You didn't see that. Okay, continue.
But basically, we have to explore the towns, explore like the atmosphere of the town that we haven't
Hasn't.
gone to see before. because all we have seen is crowds and loudness and almost running over people. It was a lot like London, just a little bit more historical. I'm going to be completely honest. But the fun part was going to the Eiffel Tower. We didn't go in the Eiffel Tower.
The third day was the Eiffel Tower. Last day. So
Yeah.
we were leaving that day, and it was like, hey, you can do this before we leave. Go.
Yeah. So, yeah, I got pics with the Eiffel Tower. It was really fun. We didn't go in the Eiffel Tower, which kind of made me sad. But it's fine. We also went... Oh,
We also didn't have time to go up the Eiffel Tower.
true. But, and the very last thing we did right before leaving, we had just enough time to go in this building. I forgot what it's called. I apologize. But what you do is you go up to the second, or the top floor of this building, and you can see everything. You're basically even with the Eiffel.
And then you
Tower.
can go up to the rooftop, too, and it's amazing. It was a great experience, and the roof, the only thing I didn't really like about it is there were so many panels, you couldn't really take pictures because everything was reflecting off each other. And, well, they did that for safety, too, so you don't
Well,
fall.
obviously, okay, so they done it for safety, but they also had a fence up as well. So, I feel like if you have a fence up and you still go over the fence, it's just natural selection. It really is. Like, if you have a fence that is taller than 6 feet and you still choose to climb that, that is natural selection, hun. Natural selection. But anywho, then I would have probably been mad about like not being able to take pictures without the fence in it. But I still got a couple pictures in, which was fun. And the sun was I don't know how to explain it, cause
It was like...
setting, but it wasn't because it was
that was before we left. That was the day
Yeah.
before we left. So it was like...
No, it wasn't. It was right before we left. Setting in. Yeah, okay. So then we
Okay.
kind of just looked around for about an hour, and then we went down, and then we kind of just went on with traveling some more, honestly. Then we were on our way to Munich, or not Munich, sorry, Swiss Alps. I promise I know my language.
Language? You know your language.
Oh, lordy.
Oh, God. Your country.
I need help.
Yeah, okay. So
I need
we're on our way
help.
to the Swiss Alps, a different country. So, yeah.
And that was a really fun experience as well. But we stuck with Paris, and then the part 3 will be all about the Swiss Alps, I feel like. So, what I want you guys to do is like, subscribe, and comment, please, because if you have any questions about our trip or like you want us to elaborate on, like we're gonna do probably like most likely Q&A at the end of this, even if it's our own questions.
Yes.
Like we rewatch these videos too. Like we understand your confusion.
We'll make a whole Q&A video. Like we'll write down all these questions, and then we'll answer them on a separate video.
Yeah, because we want to know your feedback. Because
Yeah.
we don't know what we're doing, so.
Hey!
That's okay though. But we're learning as we're going, so please comment so we know what to fix. And
Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you know when we post videos, and it'll be awesome.
And
if you haven't seen the first part, link is in the description. Go check that out. It'll be awesome.
yeah. If you're
It is.
still watching and you were like, oh, it's fine, I won't be confused. If you're confused, don't blame that on us. We told this at the beginning of the video, okay? Okay, so we will see you guys in part 3 for Swiss Alps.
And go
And
ahead, check out her channel. Hers will be in the description below too.
My channel sucks, so please don't.
We're not.